we got a early one for you because dawn.
Oh, yeah?
It's early in the day.
Early in the day. Today we're talking about YouTube channel creation.
We're talking about getting drunk and making cats.
We're talking about ketamine.
We're talking about when you have with someone and they know who you are, but they're lying.
And how to keep those babies in when you're up there doing your show.
I knew she had come in her. The whole time she's been here, she's full of
New York!
It's the New York coming up.
Dawn is on the program today. Strap in on the flight. You know what I mean?
Because you're going to go down. Bye.
Basement.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you slops, you stupid little you not so you dirty little welcome to Sloppy Second with Big Dipper Meatball. Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
hello!
You fat.
Thank you. You look so lovely today.
Thank you so much. I'm going for like a newscaster, but who's also a clown. And thank you to all the clowns that have recently been following me. I see what's going on here. I know about you boys.
It's like Mother Monster. They're attracted to you.
They see me as like the head clown.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's the HBIC. I did have someone, I'm going to call them out. Eric emailed me some beautiful clown art that he wants to get to you.
Ooh, yeah, don't email me, Eric. That's not how you get to me.
Well, that's what he said. He said, famously, I've heard Meatball doesn't read her emails, so I'm going
Perfect.
to email you.
Correct.
And do you think Meatball will want this clown art? And
Absolutely.
the
I have
answer
a
is
whole
yes.
room of my house devoted to
gorgeous.
clowns. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
love.
All right, why don't you bring our guest on?
All right, please welcome to the stage. She's ooky, she's kooky, she's avant-garde, and sometimes blue.
Did you write that?
No.
Oh.
From season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race, please welcome
Dawn!
Ow, bow, 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 bow.
Hi, everybody.
Dawn.
Hello, and welcome to LA.
Thank you. I love LA.
Do you really?
I do, especially in the winter. Like, it's
Oh,
cold
But it's
as...
hot right now.
It's cold as in New York.
She literally just hopped off the plane.
I
At
literally
LAX.
didn't sleep last night. I went...
So, same.
Same.
Oh,
We're
oh
in
my
the
God.
same place. Twinsies.
The Wednesdays, yeah!
Cheers!
Oh,
it's Celsius.
It's the Celsius Red Bull Wars.
Oh my God, of 2077.
It's happening
This is
right
my
now.
first Celsius. I've never
Ever?
actually had
In
one.
your
Yeah,
life?
I've had some Red Bull.
Which one is that one? Oh no, you should have gotten the tropical one.
Kiwa guava.
It's all right.
Kiwa?
Kiwa.
Kiwaka.
Anyway, I didn't sleep, so
Well,
What were you
and
up
I
to?
just hopped on a plane.
Packing
When does this come out?
you know, 2 weeks, a week, next week.
next week.
Well, I was making an outfit for something that I'm doing while I'm here that I don't know if I should say yet.
No.
Oh, top
But-
secret.
Top secret.
top
Top
secret.
secret.
Top secret.
But I was finishing my outfit, and then my flight was at 7 a.m., so I could be here for this. So I was like, I'm not going to bed.
Good for you.
I've
Yeah.
done that
a young
so
person's
many
game.
times. I also used to do, I remember one time right before like the first New York Drag Con, I was like finishing my costumes. I had two friends come over and we just got high and rhinestoned everything until the sun came up and like their eyes were bleeding from the E6000. And I was like, great, I'll get you guys Ubers home. Bye. And like I went straight to the airport from there. It was like nuts.
No, if I had a nickel for every time I did an all-nighter the night before a flight to LA, I'd have like 1 million nickels.
Oh.
It's every time
I'd be
I love a
I'm
frugal math-focused queen.
Rich with nickels.
Yeah, there is something sort of lovely to flying bleary-eyed, especially nowadays.
Well, yeah. The less cognizant I am on that plane, the better.
Did everyone
Yeah.
clap when you landed?
No, but one guy, okay, so I was like in the
Oh, I
middle.
got the shit.
Oh, you got
I'm literally flying tomorrow night. Like
Good
I'm
luck,
doing
girl.
2 red eyes.
Good
I know.
luck.
Good luck,
And it's on
girl.
American Airlines, so I know I'm gonna die.
Are you religious?
No.
You should be. I was in the aisle of this flight, and I like to
Okay.
be the window because I like
Same.
to look and see. I like to know what's going on. You know, when we're
Mm.
bumping around, I'm like, are we sideways? Are we not? You know, I get a little topsy-turvy. And we land, and no one has their windows open, which is crazy to me. Like, you just want that, like, you know, shock.
Yes.
We fully land, and this guy, like, jumps out of his seat as if we're literally barrel rolling. I was like, bro, chill. We're fine.
No, that would be me, especially on a Delta, because you know they have a tendency to flip upside down now.
A tendency.
Yeah, it happened once.
It happened once.
And to
But
me,
that was crazy.
once is a habit.
Once is enough.
But no one died.
That was
That was
kinda-
crazy that
Good for
no
them.
And they
one
all got like
died.
$30,000.
No, that's what they're offering them.
Oh.
Don't take it.
Oh.
Ask for like $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
That's for a lot more. Delta has so much money.
That's trauma also.
The
yeah.
CEO.
Oh, I would never fly again.
Or
I would never fly again.
I would want to get a payout and free flights for the rest of my life.
I mean,
I
yes.
would be an Amtrak girl for life.
Ah! You be Whoopi Goldberg. Run
Yeah.
the bus.
I'm taking the bus.
Run the bus
I'm taking
around.
an Amtrak. If I gotta go overseas, we're taking a boat.
Isn't that the
Get 'em
story though
swimming.
that
Forrest Gump,
why
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg doesn't fly is that she saw the planes collide in her
Huh?
backyard when she was younger?
What planes?
What plane?
9/11?
It's just the planes, babe.
I
Catch
didn't
up.
say it because
The
I
planes.
don't know. Hold on.
She saw the plane.
The planes.
I think
Isn't that why she doesn't have eyebrows? It's because she saw the planes collide and she said, "No more flights, no more brows."
I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you come to LA a lot?
I did last year
Yeah.
when the show was airing because
'Cause
you're
you had
always
to do
here
all the
doing like the
media,
press
do
stuff
all
and
that
the Emmy stuff and that. I haven't been here since like the fall.
Yeah.
But like honestly, before I was on Drag Race, I'd never been here, and now I've been here like 8 times in the past year and a half. So like, yeah, I call that a lot.
That
I
is
like
a
it though.
lot. Yeah. Do you like? Okay. Well, do you like it more than you like New York?
No. Well,
Oh,
okay, so
they're different.
Like very different. New York, I've lived there for like 4 years now. That's my home. I like the hustle and the bustle, but you know, a cute little drive.
That's
You
what got me.
know,
That's
a
what
nice
got
little
me.
walk around a spacious area. I like
Sunshine?
it. I don't live near any parks. I live in Bushwick. Maria Hernan is like a block wide. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't live near Central Park. I can't get into nature. I don't have trees around me.
But that's kind of like but that's New York.
Ew, it's New York. I mean, it's like
There's a
why you
pizza
like
shop.
it.
There's bodegas.
It's,
But-
well, and LA doesn't really smell like urine everywhere like New York does.
Yeah, I guess
In some
not.
places it does.
Yeah, in the summer especially, New York starts smelling like pee.
Okay, the results are
Yeah,
in.
like Paris.
Goldberg has openly discussed her aviophobia and often shares that the traumatic experience was from seeing 2 planes collide in the sky during her childhood.
I didn't know Plane had a twin. Sorry.
It's Corey King.
Yeah, it's
That's-
Corey King.
It's Corey King when she puts her white face
She's-
on.
What?
Wait, so
Corey King.
Okay,
What?
we're
sorry.
pivoting.
I'm sorry.
No,
The
I
plane.
pivoted. You're
Wearing
fine.
French tip
Oh my god.
nails for a nail challenge
Was insane.
is the most it's on par with Joella's
The big
blanket
mattress.
look. Like it is the level that is the same level of effort. It was like, oh, nails, French tip.
No,
I'm a
but
genius.
but it's not just about the effort because low effort is fine if the concept is that good.
But it was good. She had a
like-
piece of paper rolled up between her fingers. Like
that
a
was
joint.
insane.
I was literally like, that is definitely Plain Jane's daughter for sure, or sister or whatever for sure.
No, the friendships really did it for me. And dressing like the most like what was she, a mime?
Just
Or was
She
she
was
put
just like a
Frenchman?
hamburglar.
There was no reference
That was
to
I have
anything
that costume and
classic
it's a
mime.
hamburglar costume.
And you know what's crazy is like it could have been kind if she was like, I'm gonna do French tips and then reference this like French fashion house something or other. But she was like,
Right.
no, I'm a mime. Like, girl.
A mime with a BBL, a mime with a like
Just a high
avant-garde
cut
lip,
panty.
Yeah.
and just a bob and a beret.
Oh yeah, why didn't she paint her face white?
yeah. I
Well-
think she was going for more like Parisian Frenchman.
Bring a baguette. Like come out with like a bunch
Bonjour,
of stuff. Bonjour,
oui,
oui,
oui.
and then be like, ooh, I broke a nail. Like
my
do
God.
something. Give me
Yeah.
something else. Give me something else. Do my eyebrows. I
Listen,
don't care.
Corey, she's on the show for a very specific reason, which is 1, to find a girlfriend.
Yeah.
and,
Girl,
She got one.
and
the-
2, to go back on All Stars.
the-
She's not
Oh,
looking to
oh,
win
yeah.
anything or compete.
Well,
She
because
said,
she's winning off camera right
Oh,
now.
for
Like she, like
sure.
her internet presence is like
So
so
good.
on point.
that's why she went on the show.
Are
Yeah.
you a fan of this rise of chronically online drag queens on Drag
Yes.
Race?
well,
Okay.
you.
I was the originator.
I know. I,
think.
was literally
Like-
like, the minute the show ended, you're like, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and teach you everything about making my costume.
Well, I mean, before even that, like I stay on Twitter. I know
That's
everything
so
that's going
true.
on at all times. I'll tweet about any fandom at any time, and I'll get 100 likes on it. That's it.
And that's
and that's all I
how
And
want.
that's where I tap
and that's
out.
where I'm like, once I hit 100,
I
I'm
deleted
gonna
it.
go ahead and mute that one.
If I get a hit tweet on like a niche random fandom, I'm like,
That's
You can't get rid of me.
Well, it is becoming a new blueprint. There's a lot of
Yeah.
criticism about this season having
Very
younger
young.
queens.
Very young.
But look at what they're doing. They're setting them up, especially in Untucked. They're like, grab the camera, walk around,
Well,
vlog.
Oh, that
for
was weird. I
us.
don't like that.
No. That made me so furious.
Really?
Yes, because we had like the normal Untucked. Like, granted, we had like the lounge back, which was
Right.
so fierce. But like people have been begging for years for there to be like, we need multiple rooms or multiple conversations happening, right?
Yes.
And it's like when we're all in that little Untucked room, it's all one conversation. So like, I'm sure that there were things that people wanted to say about each other, but you're not just gonna sit there and say it right to their face.
Right,
But if you're
exactly.
like, if I was off kikiing with Amanda, like we would have been just,
Oh, yeah, you too.
you know what I mean?
And they
What
had this
I
idea
fucking love
ages
now
ago.
is-
We'll just keep talking because I'll win.
You go.
They had this idea ages ago when they gave the queens back in the day those old school, what were they called?
Shade tree?
Flip cams?
Oh.
No, like Manila season.
Oh.
You remember the little vertical ones?
No, go
And
ahead. Keep talking.
Well, I am.
Okay.
And they have a little memory card in them. They were called flip
Yes,
cams.
they were flip cams.
Yeah, I
You
know.
were two.
I know what a flip. I had a flip camera when I was 8
had
years
one
old.
too
Because
when I
you
was a
got them
child.
vintage?
Yeah. But what I like about it is that it actually shows
You're
what's
like,
actually
yes.
going on back there, which is like they'll be like watching Joella cry, and they're like, "Girl, she looks sad. She's
No,
so sad
but that's
over
like-
there." And I was like, "That's perfect. I need more cameras in that
Yes.
room. I
Yeah.
want every conversation
It's like-
playing at once."
Like that one scene where it was literally like, oh my god, that clip of Joella going. Yes, when they were talking about. And what was so crazy
And it was the
she-
side of her wig was like all
and-
up.
And she looked away as if she was like, I can't let anyone hear this, and then proceeded to talk to the person she was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not like she was like, I need to make sure Corey doesn't hear this, and then talk shit about Corey. It was like, she's talking to. Who was it? Hormona?
Hormona.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She was
But I
like-
love this new Untucked format, and I'm really mad that we didn't get to do it. But,
I like.
it's fine.
At first, I was one of those people that was like, "Oh, this season's terrible. These kids don't know what they're doing." And now I've like fully embraced, like, "Oh, this is great TV."
I mean-
they are all so confused. They don't know what's going on. It's like watching a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Very.
The Snatch Game, I heard
Ooh.
that
What?
Rue just like went off on them,
Really?
like with all the judges up there, and she was like, "That was the worst one we've ever had," and like yelled at. I don't know if it's true.
I remember,
Alleged.
I have no idea, but I do remember
Alleged.
on ours, we all were like so concerned that it was really horrible, but then the
Then this
producer,
one came out?
they were just like, it'll edit well. Don't worry about it. We're like, okay.
I mean,
Oh.
it's all in the edit.
I feel like it's
all
like the Snatch Game is so weird because it's so quiet that
Right.
like I feel
Yes.
like anyone that does it, unless you're getting like unless you're on your nerve, you're just getting like laughs on laughs on laughs on laughs, you're just gonna feel weird about it because it's just a weird experience.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
it's like anytime you do like a podcast, there's like no one's laughing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you're like, is this funny or what? Like you can't
the
ever
answer is
tell.
no.
Yeah. No,
Most
I
of the
know. You were like,
time.
I listened to half of one episode. Gotta turn that
Ooh,
off.
not even that much.
Was it the Amanda one where she was no?
Oh, I
no
did not
tea-
watch that one. I got the rundown from her about what happened on that episode.
She was high.
What happened?
She was high.
Oh, she was giving one word
she was giving one word answers, and
She's like,
everyone.
I do.
And then we both went,
Okay.
okay.
Love you, Mandy. Mwah.
Well, that's the thing. We do love her.
Of course,
Like
of course.
she
I
was
can't
like
wait to get her in the
hilarious. We
chair.
were like so excited that she was there, and then she was like in full makeup, and we were like, "Oh my god!"
wow.
And she said, yeah.
Yeah. And then she
I-
kept saying, "That's,
That's
crazy."
crazy. That's
Well,
what
what was
she
so
did.
funny too was that when she told me that she was doing this, I was like, I feel like you shouldn't yet. and like I was like, she got home and was like, yeah, I was like, I did a bad job, and I was like, I kind of told you would.
Ooh.
Like I was a told you so moment for me. I was really proud of.
No, why? No.
How did you all like?
Now, why did you think that she was gonna do bad?
Oh, because I mean it. It was a couple months ago, right? I feel like
Yeah.
it was just like really fresh off the season. I don't,
It was like 6 months ago.
It
I was like-
feels
I was
that
like, you
season
have-
was a year and a half ago.
It almost was. It was a year ago.
Good.
yeah.
But no, I
She
just
was
feel
on
like
16.
I know.
They're on 17 now.
Yeah, it just feels like it was longer.
if you were gonna say that it feels like it was a long time ago, you could have said more than a year and a half. But you
That's
could have
a
been like,
long
it feels like it
time
was
to me.
5 years
It feels
ago.
like it was like 4. It does feel like there's been a season in between, but it
Well,
might
there
have
was.
just been
There's
like a
All-Stars.
million.
There were like,
other
yeah,
seasons.
there was All Stars, there was Global All Stars,
Global All Stars.
baby,
Australia, Down Under.
Michelle.
I only
UK
watched,
6.
I only watched the American one. Sorry, I don't believe it was-
Xenophobic over here.
Oh, for sure.
Xenophobia.
The Earth is flat. I voted for Trump.
All right, well, let's take a break.
So-
We'll be back right after this.
you know, sleep is so important to living a healthy and happy life. I know if I don't get enough sleep or enough good sleep, it's a huge effect on my mood and my energy.
Yes. I mean, I have been known to not leave myself enough hours to sleep. But if those couple of hours that I do a lot in my schedule, if that is good sleep, at least I know I can get through the day the next day. But if you're tossing and turning all night long, baby, it's a wrap.
Absolutely. And like sometimes, no matter how tired I am, if I get into a bad bed,
No.
it just feels, and like the pillows aren't right,
It
just
doesn't
feels
help.
like it's longer for me to get to sleep, and it's just
Yes.
annoying. So that's why I love sleeping on my Helix mattress, because
Me
I know no
too.
matter how much my back hurts, no matter how like crampy I'm feeling, if I just get enough sleep in my bed, I can wake up feeling refreshed and sexy.
I feel good every time I wake up off of a Helix mattress. And you know what? I have those dream pillows as well. Those things are fluffy. I ordered 2 of them, but I only sleep with 1 because it's enough.
It's enough. Helix is great because you take a quiz, and based on your answer, you can find the best mattress match for you.
And they have tons of different models to choose from. So if you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper, or if you run hot when you sleep, they've got something just for you.
And before getting my Helix, I had never ordered a mattress online and had it shipped right to my door. I loved having a whole mattress delivered to me, and all I had to do was take it out of the box.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go to the store.
No.
You don't have to talk to anyone.
No.
You receive your box, you open the plastic, and then it just sort of like becomes its true mattress self.
So go to helixsleep.com/sloppy for 27% off site wide.
Yes.
This is their best offer available, exclusive for our listeners, and better than what you can find on their website. Ooh.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy for 27% off site wide.
helixsleep.com/sloppy. Get into it. And we're back.
There's not actually a break.
No.
Oh, what would we do on the break?
Okay, this is my first like real podcast.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
What are the fake ones?
Okay. Well, I did.
Your little YouTube shows?
No. I
Damn,
did.
drag her with a little YouTube
Girl, are you
show.
kidding? Her YouTube channel is
I
like
know,
the
it's
most
you.
innovative.
Thank you. Go follow my YouTube
good
channel. It's
YouTube
so
content.
well. Okay, so here's
You
the
and
thing.
Mistress need to get together.
We did. We filmed a YouTube video
Fake
together.
fan.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Well,
The
Was
one
it
of the two of them
Roblox?
together.
can I tell some tea about that? Do you think she'll get mad?
No.
No, that
please.
bitch goes off on everybody.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
And
so
she keeps
Mistress-
flaking on us.
Oh.
Yeah, you fat.
Well, she's not,
Not
so bad
anymore.
anymore.
The
So
Ozempic-
Mistress-
the
so-
Ozempicing.
Mistress Isabelle Brooks, right? Love Mistress.
Of
Great.
course.
Love
Big fan.
Pink.
Big fan. Big
Love
fan.
Pink.
Love Isabelle.
Yes. Oh my God. Izzy. I call her Izzy. So she great business strategy. She books the girls for her show in
Mhm.
Houston, and then while they're there, she has them film for her YouTube channel. So smart, right?
Yeah.
Because then they're trapped. You're paying. She's paying you like thousands of dollars to do her gig, and she's like, "Be on my channel." You know,
Yeah.
it's great. So she booked me and Nymphia to do that, and then she says that we're gonna film for her YouTube channel the night before. So she flies us in a day early, and we're like, "What time?" She's like 6, like something, like whatever. We go to her studio. It like 6 o'clock rolls around. She's like, "We're gonna push back to like 9." And I was like, "Okay, are we doing a joint YouTube video? Like, are we doing one like me and Nymphy?" And then, love you, Izzy. And then I think she picks us up around like 9:30. We get to her studio at like 10. And then she did Nymphia's video first, where she painted her in like Miss Big, like Houston drag from like 10 until like 3 a.m. And then did mine from like 3:30 until like 5. And so I watched that back and I was like, I hate this video because I am like sick of it. I'm so exhausted. And then we had a gig the next day and I was like, that sucked. So I'd like to go back
How would you
so we can
feel
have a good
about
video
that?
this
Oh.
time.
Meatball.
It would have been a chop for me.
I
I would have
know.
literally.
Well, also,
I'm the girl that like I don't like my time being wasted.
I mean, she was like paying me to be there, so I was like, whatever.
I know, but when I hear 6 o'clock in my mind, I've set that in my brain. So
Mhm.
then I'm like, okay, I'll probably do that from like 6 to 9, and then I'll like go eat and then go to bed.
You want to know what made up for it, though? Actually,
Cocaine.
No, not that night. What made up for it, though, was the next day at the gig, I had forgotten my pads, so I looked crazy. I accidentally left one of my garments at my hotel, so I couldn't do my second number like in change. And then they were like, "Okay, Dawn, where's your hotel room key? We'll just go get your thing from your hotel." I left my room key in my hotel room.
Love.
So I was like,
Okay, so
I was
you were the
Love.
same.
no, literally.
But
it
I
was
would have been
like,
like, but if I wasn't up until 5 a.m.,
Hey!
maybe this wouldn't have
Oh,
happened.
hold on
exactly. So yeah, I do think I need a redo on Mistress Mondays.
Sounds like that whole night needed a redo.
Yeah. Well, also, did you see what she did to me? Are you familiar? She painted me like a normal lady,
Oh, yeah.
and I looked insane,
You
which
look
is like great. I love looking insane, but I was like, you're gonna keep me up till 5 a.m. and also make me look like a
Right, because if you catch a glimpse and you like get re-energized
Right.
and you're ready to go.
It was great. It was great.
It's like
Let me reiterate, this was not a bad experience.
no, it's not.
It was great.
No,
It's
we're
just
just
wild.
telling
It's just
us-
a wild
No,
experience.
sometimes you come on a podcast and you just drag someone, and then you're like, "But I
Oh,
love you."
Wait, also funny thing, I had cameos last year, right? And have you seen that Mistress will do like
Oh, she'll
get, like,
those
troll
are
cameos.
the videos I watch. Yeah, and
I-
the Roblox.
no, she'll like
Don't do it, little girl.
No, oh, and Luscious Massacre.
Unless-
and she'll get like troll cameos from people.
Yeah.
I got so nervous about being in a Mistress troll cameo video that it was part of the reason why I turned off my cameo. Because I didn't want her to make fun of me.
Well, because have you seen her video?
Yes.
Where she'll get on there and be like, "Oh, girls, they're charging you $70 and they're not even getting into drag. No, no, no." And
Well, Jasmine Masters has never gotten in drag for a cameo.
I saw Jasmine Masters the other night. I said, "Hi, Zhuzh."
I'm working with her for the first time tomorrow.
Really?
I
I'm
said-
so excited.
That's gonna be fun.
Where? For what? Oh, you
And
can't
Mickey.
say.
Oh,
Oh,
No, it's at
Mickey's.
Mickey's, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
the
That'll
the,
be fun.
the post viewing party thing. Was it
yeah,
called Dream
yeah,
Girls?
yeah. Those are fun.
Yeah, it'll be
I
cute.
wish I could go. But I'll be in Miami.
Ooh.
Wait, so what? Talking about YouTube, what inspired
Sure.
your
Elf
channel?
ears. Are you an elf?
Oh my god, I have answers to both of these things.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
I'm gonna
for
start
his
with the
first.
elf ears.
Okay.
I'm in control of this.
Yes,
podcast.
absolutely.
You are. You're in
Go
the
for
driver's
it.
seat.
No, it's just the elf ear answer is much more simpler in that I literally I have a whole like design philosophy about the elf ears. Like I
Okay.
could write an essay about it, like MLA, 8-paragraph, whatever, I don't know. Research document. Okay, so you know how like when you're doing drag and you like contour your face
No.
and then so you know how when you're doing drag and you like
Yes.
contour your face and you bring
Yes.
your like eye makeup, like it snatches, right?
All
The
the way
whole
up.
idea, people tape their face to snatch. So I think the elf ear, and this is why I started doing it, the elf ear, it snatches the face up. Right?
Oh.
It's that
Extends
it was
the
just
snatch.
Extends it.
aesthetically, that's why I was doing it, especially because I have this like very square jaw. And so I thought adding big ears, it's kind of
It
like
Makes you more
works.
petite.
right. However, so I had never like identified with like elven vibe, it was more alien to me, but I also was like, I'm just doing what I do, whatever. So then I get to the show and they're like, you're an elf. And I was like, I guess I am. Like I've never felt this
Oh,
way.
wow.
And I don't mean like anyone on set. I just mean like the people like perceiving me for the first time
Yeah,
on that
right.
large audience. They were like, oh, Dawn's an elf. I was like, I guess I am. But I'd never
That's
thought of
so
it that way.
Funny. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it is a little bit more alien. It's like
Yeah. And I mean like my like elven to me is like woodland, majestic, whatever. And it's like I can do like an ethereal thing, but like my elf ears are more like Pikmin. Do you know the Pikmin?
you ever pick a man? What's a Pikmin?
It's
I don't know.
wait. Can I look it up?
Sure.
Sure.
Pikmin.
You're in control.
Pikmin is so true. Pikmin is a is a Nintendo video game. And,
Oh, interesting.
and
Oh, wait.
this is what they look
Oh,
like.
yes. Okay, that's what I was immediately
Like,
thinking of when you said it
that's
was a video game.
Little
Yeah.
sunny angels.
Yeah. Well,
That is not a sunny angel.
no. That's Sunny Angels are humans. Pikmins are weird little
Yeah, they're
guys.
little babies. They're
Anyway,
angels.
that's my elf reference is more like the Pikmin.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
like Galadriel or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Mhm,
Never
mhm.
seen those movies.
Lord of the
There could only be one.
Rings.
Oh no, that's different. I'm at the ring. Never mind.
What is Galadriel?
No, that's Lord of the Rings, right?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But then I said there can only be one, which is actually what's the other one where you have
That's the ring?
Harry Potter.
no, we had to chop someone's head off to gain their power.
Oh,
There
It
can only be-
Follows. No, that's when
No.
you have to have with them.
Yes.
The elves?
Never mind.
Okay.
Go back to his question. What was your question?
Oh, why did you want like your YouTube channel obviously has like an aesthetic. You're not
Yeah.
just, hi guys, welcome
Yeah,
back to my
yeah.
channel. Like there's a little bit of tech
Yeah.
involvement. We sort of like see things you have internet humor, but it has a very sort of like
I try to go for more like production aspect
Yes.
to it, of like almost like opening with like a little like skit almost.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
just like I come in and I'm like, hey, welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're doing this today, whatever.
What inspired you, or what channels were you like, I'm not trying to be like those?
Okay, shade.
Drag.
Well, I'm just curious.
Drag
I
the
think
girls.
okay, so I think it boils down to this word that I have heard ad nauseum since being on the show, and that is oversaturation. It's
Mm.
because this field is so oversaturated, right? So when I'm looking at
Oversaturated fats.
Trans.
Trans.
So when I'm looking at these other like you can't escape the drag, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're doing YouTube or like social media in drag, it's going to be like, okay, you're put into this little like box, right?
Right.
So when I was looking, like I love YouTube and I love editing and I like that kind of like longer form content. Like TikTok is like something I scroll on. It's not something that I want to like create, you know, like that's not my judge. But so I was looking at like, okay, what are like the other girls doing in this kind of field? And it's a lot of like sitting in front of a camera being like, today we're doing this and today we're doing this, you know? And I was just kind of like, one, that's not really to my taste and what I like to watch. So I'm going to do what I like, you know? Like I watch my own YouTube videos like regularly. 'cause I,
Good.
like, I
Good.
just
You
like,
should
love-
enjoy your own
I
stuff.
edit them, I shoot them. I'm 100% my YouTube is like me.
Yeah.
And you start at 3 a.m. when you start making them?
I do sometimes, but it's just me there, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, she's up until dawn.
Hey, that's not a joke. That's very real. But I was like, one, I want to do things that like I enjoy, and I
Mhm.
enjoy that kind of like more fleshed out whatever. And I also just you gotta diversify, like what's the word? Make your own path in the space.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that people are like paying attention. Because I'm not trying to compete with Trixie. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think that with drag longevity and like in this industry, sometimes you need to push outside of just like the Drag Race watchers, especially when we're in the big age of season 16.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what can I make that's like, obviously I'm in drag, but it could appeal to like any person who knows what drag is,
I was looking at one of your...
i.e., building a Lego cat while very drunk.
Yes.
Which
Great
very funny
video.
video. Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
also it's like I didn't realize how big those like I didn't realize that there's like a whole world of like Lego building videos.
I didn't either.
But it like came up after I watched yours. Then I just saw a bunch of people being like, I'm gonna do the Lego flower sets. And like
Yeah.
they just have like all these different things. And I was like, girl, nerd.
No,
Go
but
outside.
I
Touch a real flower.
What would your YouTube channel be?
Calm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would do. I thought about it and I was like, I would probably be like, I just don't want to just sit in front of a camera and be like, all right, I'm going to show you how I made this costume or something. Like, it just doesn't.
Well, I
appeal
also
to
feel
me.
like there's some energies in the world that of video making that are just grasping so hard to like the Drag Race teat,
Mhm.
you know? And like I love Drag Race, and I love that
Name
I
'em.
was on it. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Name them.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I can't even reach her. No,
Bleep that, bleep that, bleep that. And
That's
blur my mouth.
like having a channel dedicated to Drag Race is fine, but that just wasn't for me. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to diversify my content. I want to be out in the ocean, not in this little stream. You know what I mean?
Here at Mom, we
Can't remember.
feel the same way in that like so many of the stars of our network are, you know, trickled down from Drag Race. But if you look at the people that we work with, I mean, aside from you, trickled down from Dragula, get into it, season 1.
I don't
streamable right
remember. I was
now.
never on Dragula. That's so
Shudder
crazy
and
that people
YouTube.
think that I was on that
I've
show.
never seen
Must
that
have been
show.
Vinegar Strokes.
Must have been.
Must have been
Vinegar.
Vinegar Strokes.
But if you look at like a lot of the queens that we work with on Mom, like they all sort of have their own
Yeah.
thing that they do outside of, yes, they're a Rue girl and they go and make appearances and they
Yeah.
do those gigs, but like everyone has their own sort of
Yeah.
lane that they're in.
I'd get bored just talking about Drag Race all the time. And I am
Right?
like a huge fan of this show.
Right.
I love Drag Race. I've always a Drag Race
But
fan
you would
first.
rather someone come up to you and be like, oh my God, this YouTube thing that you did, rather than be like, oh my God, the way you described that funny
and also,
runway outfit while you were, you know, in your confessional chair.
I also feel like in order to like make really good like attention grabbing moments when you're talking about Drag Race all the time, like you have to be a like because you have to like
Oh,
say
yeah.
things and
You
be
gotta
a
be a
cunt.
cunt.
And I like obviously I am a little bit, but like I don't
You're
like
way bitchier than you perceive yourself to be.
no.
'Cause she's
I
a-
know how I am.
'cause she's a tiny little twink and everyone thinks
just-
she's nice.
Remember when
just-
she revealed herself to be a on national television?
Yes, and it was amazing.
Oh,
4 episodes in.
It was perfect. But I'm not interested in doing that on the internet
Yeah.
all the
No.
time. Like
No,
it's
you don't wanna
it's
drag
reality
people
TV. Of
down.
course I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a cunt.
Yeah.
Duh. But like I'm not gonna go on Twitter and be like, you're a okay, thank God that got 3,000 likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
3,000
boring to me.
Never be me.
What about that young woman on TikTok who's been dragging the Lux Noir London lineage? Who
Don't
is
even
that
get me
lady?
started because I don't know who that is.
But she's
Lana
like,
Geray,
Lana, get off the television, and Lux, and then she like dragged Lux.
which then Lux dragged her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which was so
Lux
fierce.
just
Wasn't
was
she
like-
just walking
Oh,
around?
Lux
She's
just
like,
walked around
this
started
is more than
picking
you ever
up
make in a day.
Expensive items, yeah.
I love
bag.
Lux. And Lana is like, I always say this about her when I'm like on a mic in New York City. I'm like, she is not just like my baby. She's like New York's baby.
Yeah.
Like she is all of our child. And we ride for that so hard. Like I love Lana Geray. And she's also amazing.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's the way the show is doing it. But
I-
I've seen her perform multiple times, and I'm like always
she's
astounded.
in. Have you seen her at Playhouse jump off the stage into a sliding split? And then just
No, I think I've only seen her at $3 bill.
oh well, that's pretty kind too.
Yeah, she like comes down the stairs, and it's like
She's such a. I think you're talking about boxers.
no $3 bill. It was $3 bill.
The
She
little
does- they'll have
stairs?
The little
Stairs?
stairs.
Oh, the
She-
little
And
stairs.
then she comes into the
Sorry,
audience, and like
sorry.
she's still taller than everybody. so
You're
it's
right,
still
I am
fun
a
to
That's
see
cunt.
her.
actually cool.
I think you're talking about boxers. No, I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to boxers.
You dumb
You
bitch.
little tiny dumb.
Wait, something I've also noticed on Drag Race, and then we'll get off it, is
Get off of it.
the younger.
Why didn't they
obviously,
let her bring the goldfish?
the younger queens? I mean, the whole cast is younger queens, but they all cover their mouths when they like.
Oh.
Our Arietti does it.
That's just a Gen Z thing.
Jules
Yeah.
does it. What is it?
It's
'Cause-
just like a.
But people used to do that. Like I used to do that when I had braces.
Well, have you seen those people on TikTok that are like chronically online, like Gen Z, and it's like anything interesting happens, they go. And like,
Yeah.
and like that,
Yes.
I think it's just devolved from that, where now it's just like, oh, no. Yeah, I don't know.
It's so
It's
interesting.
weird. It's a weird behavior, but
I mean, why?
it's
Yeah,
like with this,
literally.
like,
It's also like, why
a
would you
full-grown
get?
adult did this to me the other day at dinner, and I was like, no.
I feel like it's the same way.
I went. I gotta get my gun.
Wait, it's the same as what?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's the same as like a millennial getting a tattoo.
Oh, of
Of
the
a
mustache.
mustache.
I
You know what
remember
I
the
mean?
mustache.
And you were
It's-
tempted, were you not?
No, I never. I didn't want to get my
You-
hands tattooed.
You give that energy though.
You sure did.
Whoa, you tiny little. What?
We have to take a.
I will kill you. I do not give that energy.
Why
I give
not?
New York, baby.
All right, well, we're going to talk about New York when we get back.
Fierce.
And we're back. We're gonna talk about New York.
I haven't even had time to stop blushing.
Well, do you
no,
want
I'm
to
just
sip? Hold on,
kidding.
we can wait.
No, I'm
Have a
joking.
candy. Little elf.
She flicked that candy away.
She was like,
I will
"Don't eat
not
that,
be
you
eating
I
fat
actually haven't.
fuck.
Really, I actually do.
Candy.
Can I eat it?
So you are a
Yeah.
gay and you live
Yes.
in Brooklyn.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm assuming Bushwick, but you already told us.
I did, yeah. But
Can we
assumption
say
correct.
some words that might apply to queer New York life, and you just let us know if it's like a yes or a no?
Yeah.
Okay. L train.
Yes.
I thought you were going to.
Okay, bodega.
Not queer, but yeah.
Metropolitan.
Yeah.
Loft.
If you're rich.
Artist loft.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, is Lofta like a club?
No, I mean like
Like
if you
owning
have
a
like a
loft,
lofted
yeah.
space.
I feel like you live in an artist loft. You live in like a big warehouse, multi-purpose space.
With multiple other people, you weirdo.
I don't live in one, but I do rent a studio in one.
$3 bill.
Yes.
Brunch.
Absolutely.
3 a.m.
Girl, 7 a.m.
Laundromat. She's like, I send my clothes out to get cleaned. Carhartt.
Carhartt. Yeah, probably.
Mustache.
Definitely.
Stick and poke.
Oh, I have several.
Gold teeth.
Oh, I've never seen that one. I've seen rhinestones on teeth.
Rhinestones on teeth is crazy right now.
I love rhinestones on teeth.
I did it one time with just a super glue and a rhinestone and it stayed on my teeth for
Like-
far too long.
No shade, isn't that what they do at the dentist?
That's all
Like,
it
it's
is.
just-
They're like, no, this is a special polymer that we picked up at
And
the
it's
dental
fucking
school. And you're like,
super
that's
glue.
Gorilla
Super
Glue.
Yeah.
all you
Remember
have
old
to do
Gorilla Glue in the hair?
is just dry your tooth and super
They
glue
just
it
cure
on.
it immediately so
Yeah.
it doesn't like taste bad, right?
Yeah, I
don't
think,
know.
it's like UV.
Yeah. You, dentistry.
Well, now you can just buy that on TikTok.
Yeah, a little TikTok kit.
But I don't understand because I would knock it off because I eat a lot of hard food.
Yeah.
Beanie.
100.
Feldstein.
I don't know what that is.
Drag. Hey, drag her. Vegan.
Yeah.
Ramen.
Love.
Polyamory.
I was gonna say unfortunately, but let me not.
Well,
I hate poly people. DJ sets.
Yeah.
Warehouse parties.
I've only been to one and it sucked, but yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did it suck?
Well, okay, so because a straight person invited us.
Oh,
And-
you're gonna get
no,
that.
no, you're gonna gag. You're gonna gag. A straight person invited us to a warehouse party. Oh,
It gave me the shivers. That wasn't even an act.
it gets worse, girl. We show up to the warehouse party. Girl, he tricked us into coming to a stand-up set.
in a warehouse?
At a warehouse party?
Big
No, it wasn't a
echoey-
party. It was like him and a bunch of friends were doing stand-up, and he told us it was a party so that we would go because he needed people in the crowd.
That is-
And like it was in a
Diabolical.
warehouse
I
with
would've-
like drinks and people were doing drugs, but like it was a stand-up show.
And have you spoken to this person since?
Well, no,
Exactly.
because we weren't even friends. It was a friend of a friend who I hate now.
Oof.
So.
Oof.
Yeah, well, because that behavior is wild. Why
Yeah.
lie? What did he think was going to happen once you got there?
We'd get trapped because maybe he
It was like super far out
it was like deep in
by the
Bush-
Gowanus.
it was deep. No, it was in Deep Bushwick,
The
which
other
is like
way.
it was like 4 stops on the L. So I'm like, no, but maybe he thought that we
Yeah.
wouldn't have the social dexterity to like get out of the situation. But what he doesn't know is that I'll walk out. I don't give a
Me too.
right.
I'm
you
down to
go.
leave any place, anytime.
You guys, I'm stimming with my Milky Way in my hands. Let me just.
Just eat it.
I'm gonna. I'm like rolling it
Stimming.
around.
What's your favorite stim word right now? Or phrase?
Oh. Have you guys seen
O'Reilly?
Have you have you guys seen that there's a girl with Tourette's,
Tourette's, yes.
and she says oh my god, what is it?
Is it
Is it the one where she's
from
like,
TV
your big
show?
ass? Or whatever?
Yeah, her, but I can't remember. There's one thing that she says all the time. Balin.
Bailey, and she
I
goes,
can't-
oh, hell no!
Hell no! No, she goes, hell yeah! Or something. I don't know. She says all.
Me and my friends send each other videos of
She
her.
says, you've yeed your last haw a lot. oh my god, no, it's on the tip of my tongue. But she's hilarious.
But
She's
so
so
the
funny.
question is like, the Earth is flat.
Yeah,
Climate change is not real.
Correct.
You voted for Trump.
absolutely.
Is she faking it?
no.
A lot of people think she is, but I was like, she would
There's
be
no
so
way.
deep in it doing
So,
that. 'Cause
I
she's
agree.
doing it like fully in public.
Right. And
But
so,
a lot of people were mad at her because they're like, you're like selling, like you're making fun of yourself in a way, and it's like making people laugh at people with
well,
Tourette's.
we
instead of,
just watched that clip and we giggled at all of
God
it.
damn!
No, but it's like, is it not okay?
Respect for Allah.
Is it not supposed like they gave her a show?
Right.
She knows that it's funny.
Yeah.
But I think what a lot of people's concern is that it would now people would make fun of other people with Tourette's because she's okay with it.
Let me be clear, I'm not making fun of people with Tourette's.
I'm not either.
I agree.
I'm enjoying
but
and
we're
stimming on
laughing
her.
At what she's doing.
I think that there's something empowering about taking something that could be viewed as like a really intense social stigma
Yeah.
and like being very loud and like
And
whatever in
posting it
public.
for the world, like when you post your little twink body on Twitter.
Whoa.
Little tiny twink body.
Whoa. Whoa.
Was that an attack? I'm
That
sorry.
it fell out of your mouth real fast.
Sorry.
that's a hard pivot, girl.
Sorry, my bad. And back to the
Well, it's not
back
that
to the
hard
game.
when you're like, fuck.
Coffee.
But hold on. The boyfriend.
What about him?
So is he giving, yeah, I don't think about it and I just let them, or does he like it?
I think he likes it. I think he thinks it's funny.
I think that her and the people in her life and the people who watch the show enjoy her living authentically through her disability.
You better run for office. That was
We all saw the wink because the cameras were going.
that was incredible. Because like in my mind, like, and they're all like, I saw that interview. I think it's in the pilot episode. They're like,
God damn!
like when we're my mind is busy, so
Yeah.
nothing comes out. I'm like, no, you're saying and he likes it.
No, he's not. Let's move on.
There's a list. For every pop. All right, the rest of the list.
Coffee.
Coffee, yeah, and diarrhea.
All over. Everywhere.
Well, where do you go? There's no bathrooms in New York.
Girl, but there's a lot of coffee shops,
Yeah,
and they got
that's true.
bathrooms.
That's true.
I've blown up. Okay.
You've blown
Installation.
up, that's it.
Installation?
Like braces?
Or like
Art.
Oh,
Are kids still doing art like
actually,
that anymore?
yeah. Like when I'm like walking to my studio space that I have, it's it's literally like I'll just be walking by giant panes of window and it's just art inside and no one looking at it.
Yes, of course.
Just in the middle of Brooklyn. I'm
Well,
like,
you're looking at it through the window.
yeah, but I'm not appreciating it like I should. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the point.
Oh.
The NYPD?
Yeah.
Rats.
Yes, complimentary. I love the rats. One time, I was walking down my street, and a rat ran out right in front of me, and I kicked it because I was walking, but it was so dense and moving so quickly that it didn't move.
Yes.
It was like, you know? Like, have you ever, like, seen a jellyfish on the beach? And that kind of, like, hard, squishy texture?
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was a rat.
I've never.
It was crazy.
You're like, I sprained my ankle.
Well, there's-
but
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah,
and then
They're
literally.
so
go.
wild because
They
they
broke
will
my
run
toe.
across your feet and stuff. Like I've had
Yeah.
it run across my feet, and I like you're saying it was dense. I was like, that's heavy. Like
Girl.
it was. You could. It's like a weight.
Yeah, one time one ran across my foot up my jean, and then
Jumped.
You saw the Twitter.
That didn't happen.
He no.
I have not posted a tasteful nude in weeks. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think
Stop.
you're lying.
Close
I think
that.
you're a
Close that.
liar. I
Stop.
think you're
Get
a
off
fucking
of-
liar. Clickety click 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 click.
It's
click.
been at least a couple days.
I stepped on a dead rat once, and I had to leave. You were there. I screamed.
This story is insane.
We were leaving pizza. We walked through the parking lot. I step on something and I slip, and I was like, "Holy!" Like, is that a banana peel? And I look back, and I had skinned a rat.
This rat, I think, had been run over by a car wheel.
Yeah, like it was like in a parking lot, so it had already been run over. But like I slipped on it.
How did
And
you
then-
feel?
Not good. I think I screamed for a long time.
It was really traumatic for you.
I didn't
and
even say
then
goodbye to everybody. Like there was other
You-
people, and I just kind of was like,
You just
Walked
said,
off.
I
I
have
walked
to go.
away.
I have to go.
and then I got to my car and took my shoes off and just left them sitting on the street. And
I remembered the
drove
Balin
home.
thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what is it?
You wait. Consider my flabbers gasted.
That's the one. Okay. Yes, that's the one in the clip that
Consider
I
my
sent my friend.
flabbers gasted. I was like, yes. Okay, sorry.
that is wild to have a vocal stem that is also a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Because my vocal stem is, tell me why. You know Backstreet Boys?
No.
Yeah.
Greenpoint?
Yeah.
Gowanus.
Yeah.
IKEA.
I've never been, but I do know that there's one in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you have to take
So
the ferry.
factually, yes.
Yes.
Culturally, I don't know.
And would you ever move from Brooklyn, or you feel like you found your forever home?
I don't think I could go. I think that the only time I would leave is if I were like so stinky rich that I could like have a place there and somewhere else. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
That's my dream. It's like have a place there and here.
You
Yeah.
miss New York so much, but New York is not the New York that you left when you left.
I know. Every time I go, because I
When
lived
did you
in
live
the
in New York?
I lived in the East Village, and
Where?
I was. It's the East Village.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I was there from like 2013 to 2020. Oh no,
Was that when you weren't on Dragula?
2008 to 2013.
Pre.
Pre-Dragula. 2008
Ah.
to 2013. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago, girl.
Yeah.
But I partied hard, and at clubs that don't even exist anymore.
Girl, New York nightlife is not the same as it used to be. And I say that as someone who wasn't there, but I've heard.
I mean,
feel
LA
like,
nightlife isn't the same
I
either.
feel like nightlife in general is not what
It's
it
just
used to
not the
be. I
same,
feel
yeah.
like people used to,
Do a lot of drugs.
well, and also go out.
Whoa,
You know what I think is ruining nightlife?
drugs.
Ketamine.
Oh, yeah,
Specifically.
because everyone would just
Bow.
boom, because that's what ketamine does. It makes you go boom,
Exactly.
and then you are just standing to the left of yourself. I don't like
I've never
it.
done it. I've never
I
done
think
it.
people used to.
I did it one time in a hot tub, and then I ended up throwing up on a palm tree.
I don't feel like
fully
it-
nude like this. Like a
I don't
cat.
think it brings the vibe up.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it's just-
And if you are a ketamine user and you think you're more fun on ketamine, I guarantee your friends look at you weird and they're like, God, not again. Oh, he's doing another bump.
Bow.
Wow. I like that.
It's always the party promoters too. It's never the
Wow.
actual person that has to host.
Well, it's always the people who have to be there, and so they're like, I gotta
Yeah.
make this bearable.
I gotta go bow.